Welcome to the We 4 Play podcast with 000 feedback. We've decided to do another one. I'm Connor.
I'm Josh.
I'm no.
I'm James.
That's a lot of enthusiasm from Darren right there. We decided to do this because we actually enjoyed it.
We got bored of recording. And...
No, only you have.
No,
I'm enjoying all of
Yeah.
it.
I don't know, the Bloodstone episode was pretty good.
Yeah, Bloodstone is a good game.
Coming soon. I don't know. Like I said, I prefer Uncharted, but it's the same sort of game.
My finger really hurts now.
Yeah, you didn't. We're probably going to cut it out. But Josh
Blew up a wolf.
crushed a wolf with his finger.
It's not as epic as it sounds. It's like an inch tall.
It's a little Kinder Egg toy. And you press down on it too hard and it blows up.
Alright, because we've got a thing going on with our group of friends right now. But we buy so many Kinder. There's like Kinder Egg toys everywhere.
I see 3.
No,
Four.
there's
Oh,
four.
yeah.
We've got a little dog in a
there's a-
basket.
Yeah, that's what I
Sounds like
saying.
one in here.
There's a little piece of shitty dog in a basket.
He's a shitty dog.
A wolf, which
wolf.
is the wolf is not bad. It's about an inch high. A parachute.
Oh my
Doesn't
god.
work.
A little Porsche car.
It's a Porsche.
Is that one of the wind-up ones?
No, it's just
No,
a Porsche car.
Oh, shit.
And Darren has one of the little pullback wind-up cars.
Alright.
Yeah.
But that's Darren's
But
treasure.
I don't know why they've spread so much.
Because we reverted. Yeah, I don't know.
It was Sam.
Sam.
The goat
The goat
manification.
manification. We've decided it'd be fun to make
There's
sure
also
that we
there
buy.
was some more up here on my DVD stack,
your
but I
DVD
can't
stack.
find them now.
Wow.
Right, yeah. That's our life.
Yeah,
That is literally what's been absorbing us for the last month.
Oh wait, there's another one on the floor. It's the little stamp that does paw prints.
Oh, right, the one that I...
There's a cat
Yeah,
underneath
there we go.
Oh, yeah, there's the cat. The cat's
We found the cat. We found the cat. I thought I dropped cat that somewhere.
It's right next to Nerf darts. We go
Nerf
through
darts.
phases, apparently.
Yeah,
we
We're all over 18, but yet we're still buying toys.
It's great.
Over 18.
The
What's this nonsense?
group...
Over
I'm
20.
not over 18.
Well, you are.
I am 18.
No, but you've been alive for 18 years and X amount of
Not
days.
true. That's my birthday.
And X months.
Where's my present?
Here it is.
Just stamps.
Stop stabbing me! This better fucking come up.
Oh, I hope it doesn't.
I guess we should probably
For a
address
bit of context,
our process we've been using for this.
For a bit of context for the ink first, I found a stamp. Well, Darren got one in Kinder Egg and then threw it on the floor. And I
Someone
found it and now I've
stamp.
covered Connor's hands in ink.
One hand. The
Refer
other
to
hand.
XCOM for said.
Yeah.
Coming soon to cinema near you.
Darren's eating crisps.
Darren's gonna eat crisps on the podcast. Thanks, buddy. No, that's gonna sound really good.
Yeah.
There you go. Ah, yeah. That sounds good. Good, thanks, Darren.
Ruffles sponsor us. I like your crisp.
No, they
They
don't.
really don't.
So yeah. Then we do go through phases as a group.
Yeah,
Because we went through... First it was Magic.
Well, we're still doing Magic the Gathering.
It
Well,
was
they
still-
kind of went to Yu-Gi-Oh for a while for a
Yeah.
group of us.
Some
No.
And then we grew
Not
up
you.
and went back to Magic.
Oh yeah, because you're right. Magic's just the man's game. You throw that at a woman and she just drips.
You've seen the way I can throw Magic cards.
Oh yes, that's.
You should do that just with your contact details. Like write it on one.
I thought you were going to say condom. That would have been fun.
Or that, either one.
Well, if you can learn to throw one of those like that, that'll really impress them.
Someone pass me a jump.
But we went
Like a
Magic.
parachute.
No, Nerf darts.
Magic, Nerf guns, which died because a couple of us got shot in the eye. Really fucking hurts.
Sorry, Will.
Sorry from Darren.
I didn't get shot.
I got shot in the eye.
I didn't go.
I got shot today.
I didn't go through that one though. I didn't buy anything.
No.
Nerf related. I didn't. Have to
I think
buy
the idea of Nerf guns is when we get a house together, we're going
We're shoot a bunch of stuff, but then
We probably still will.
Mine's for MCM.
Yours is for a cosplay. I
Yeah.
use mine for my spy cosplay.
I was going to use mine for a Gunzerker one I was going to do. I still plan on doing that one, so I'm keeping it.
Now the phase is Kinder Eggs.
the phase is Kinder Egg.
But I'm not buying a single fucking Kinder Egg.
I don't
I've
know
done
why
this
I
I'm
bought.
about to
before
say
in
you
school.
can't eat Kinder Egg.
No, I
No.
bought Kinder Eggs.
No,
for the
Darren,
toys.
don't look at me like that.
I bought them for the toys and I swapped the chocolate down for another toy.
Chocolate's the nicest bit.
No,
though.
you can't-
Toys
I can't
are
eat
shit.
chocolate.
You can't eat the chocolate.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
forget.
allergic to chocolate.
Yeah.
Send him loads of chocolate.
Please don't.
Piles of Kinder Eggs with the toys removed.
Oh, yeah. You're some sick bastards.
What you should do is give him a Kinder Egg with a cream egg
Ah,
Oh. And that's permanent.
Well, I just
Context,
inked Connor.
inside. Don't lick it, Connor. It's
Inked
made
him
of
up.
mould.
Can I, like... No.
That's
Nope.
that.
Nope.
Ah, great.
It
So I'm finished
dries.
now. Awesome.
Yeah, my hands are covered in ink too. It
Oh yeah, you're right. That must suck. Dude.
really does.
We might just have put pictures up of those.
Well, just of my hands, and they've
It's
been
to inform that you really have been stamped.
Yeah.
A fair amount.
well and truly stamped. And they're all paw prints as well.
I don't know what the next phase will be. Probably.
Whatever toy grabs are.
Yeah.
I think it's
been
gotta be
fighting
collectible.
games.
Fighting
I love
collectibles.
fighting games.
It's
Crazy
not.
bones.
It's stuff that's not.
Yeah, I
games.
know.
It's the stuff we usually get more.
Stuff that's not socially accepted.
That's usually.
For people who are at university.
Something you can buy from
Card
another planet.
games, toy guns.
I don't know, but every single time we go through one of these phases, we take it to the bar we go to,
Yeah.
the student bar,
And ruin the
and
student
we
bar.
make sure that nobody wants to go there anymore.
We've actually destroyed the
We've
student
done
bar.
a good. We've taken over. It was our plan.
We've definitely emptied that place. Nobody goes in there when we're in there anymore.
Well, people, like the bar's full, we'll go in there, get a table, and then the place just
And
empty.
it's just like, just nerds remain.
Could be
Like,
just
there's that table of D&D players and
Yeah,
us.
oh god, they're fucking pricks.
That's from the other group. I wouldn't say that. They listen to our show.
Do they? I
Yes.
don't care.
I didn't think you did.
That's nice.
They are
Oh.
pricks.
Well, that's our viewing audience. Whirl down.
It's not D&D that we think of.
No,
pricks, it's
but
just-
they're not pricks because they're D&D players.
No,
for the
they're
record.
just pricks because they are pricks.
Because
in life.
D&D is just a
Connor and
bonus
Will
to
that
that,
lot
I mean.
play.
No, not that.
Yeah, I know you
D&D.
don't mean that D&D group.
I've played D&D. D&D's alright.
I enjoy D&D, but
I've done a bit of
Connor
like.
won't arrange a game. So.
We've done some
Not
pre-made made up D&D for anime stuff. Well, Josh and I did
Anime
one.
stuff.
We did one on Sword Art Online, which is the worst anime ever made.
It can't be the worst. Kentaro,
It's
the
really
working
bad.
man.
I haven't seen it.
I enjoyed it so. I
thought
enjoyed
you
the
did,
concept.
Like the
but
second half, you said was really bad because they changed the game.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
anyone's watching Sword Art, well, by now you would know, gets halfway through and they just change game randomly.
I hate
It's
it when
just like, boom, done.
anime does that a lot, where they
Yeah.
just change what's happening halfway through.
But this
It's
one
like,
was
huh.
the thing they were in was named after the anime. They were in Sword Art Online, and then they moved to a different game. It's like, well,
Yeah.
my title now sucks.
Comics do that a lot though with like the arcs.
Yeah, like the
That's
Batman
very true,
arcs.
but-
There's
Yeah.
there's
Spider-Man.
10 arcs on the go at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's
Spider-Man's
like the
same.
Batman arc and suddenly becomes, Scrowman.
It's Crowman.
Scrowman.
What's Scrowman?
Scrowman?
It's he's a crow that grows. Scrowman.
Crowman. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought you had scrotums or something.
I
They're
was
never
tempted, but I thought that's too easy.
here. You'll save that for later then.
What, Scrotum Man?
Yeah.
That's gonna be my superhero alias.
What would your superhero aliases be? I mean,
I'd be Scrotum Man.
I thought you would.
What do? I just kick people really hard right in the testicles. That would be my power.
I told you come against a female alias.
Then a
alias.
cumper.
You cunt punter.
Cumper.
Can't.
So why would you do that, Scrotum Man? I'm like, well, now you want a sex change, don't you?
Scrotum Man used.
I'm not a Pokemon.
It was
It's super
really
effective.
outdated.
Pokemon will probably be the next craze for us.
Yeah,
'cause
yeah,
the
definitely.
new one is coming out
Actually,
soon.
Fire Emblem's gonna be
It
mine.
looks fucking amazing.
I'm gonna be hooked on
I think we
Fire
mean as a
Emblem.
group.
Yeah.
Like, the,
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm still playing Black 2, which I didn't get
I
quite
haven't
into as I
played.
wanted to.
I haven't
Black or
played
white or
Pokemon
any of the
since Pearl and Diamond.
the last one's like the gold and silver.
Black or
Oh,
White
right,
actually.
okay, since the new Pearl and Diamond, Gold and Silver was a remake.
Oh, I meant just gold and silver.
Oh.
The first ones.
Jesus.
I played the.
Oh no, I
Crystal
played Crystal.
one.
I played
Oh,
Crystal,
Crystal was awesome.
which was the gold and silver. Like it was like yellow,
third
gold
one,
and
yeah.
silver. Yeah.
Never had Yellow. I played it for like a week.
Yellow
with
was
my
actually the
friend.
first one I got.
Yellow's
And then I
boring.
went back and bought
Yellow's
red.
cool because Pikachu's behind you and Pikachu's cute.
Yeah, but it's
He
like
talks to you as well.
but it's like, and then you have to battle Brock, and it's like, oh, my most powerful Pokemon doesn't actually hurt at all.
Oh.
It actually, you can easily get bugs in the forest before it.
Yeah, but
I'm just
Caterpie
saying.
sucks, and you have to wait until he
Just
levels up to a
saying.
Butterfree, and then the Butterfree sucks to like level 15. It's like,
I'm just saying that, yeah.
I'm
bugs aren't good.
No.
not abusive, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
That was a really bad pun.
Not even relevant to what we're talking
I
about.
don't know. Fuck.
Sorry,
Darren's
Darren doesn't know
Darren's-
anime. I feel sorry for you.
Go on, then, Darren. Darren, interject into this conversation.
Interject, go.
What am I?
That was awesome.
Exactly.
Woo!
What was I? No.
Phoenix Wright reference right in there. Interjection!
I've never actually played Finish.
No, I mean,
Really?
Yeah.
That actually
I don't
surprises me.
have-
It's really good.
A DS that I play very often.
You see, it's really good if you're into anime. a bit
What
of
type of
comedy,
game is it?
just-
Like I know it's a
It's more like you play things like Broken Sword or things like that, where it's all
Yeah.
like point and click adventure
Yeah.
with story. It's just like that, but anime.
Okay.
And it's all murder cases, so it's like being a detective pretty much, rather than a
His
defense
whole
attorney.
hand's gonna be blue soon.
They're
can't even-
painting Connor again.
can't even be asked to stop.
Oh,
it's actually running out of ink.
you so painty.
That was a nice moment.
So now the
Yeah.
stamp doesn't actually work now. It's
Yeah.
just
Yeah, I've
That
used
took
most
less
of the ink.
than a day to ruin that toy. Oh.
Great, awesome.
You're like something out of Avatar.
I am.
The
That's
world's worst
fair
sci-fi
enough.
film.
What?
I hate Avatar.
It's not the world's worst.
Oh no,
sci-fi
it is
film,
pretty
though.
fucking bad.
Hurricane. That is the world's worst sci-fi film. It's the world's worst film.
Never even fucking heard of it.
No.
Yeah, it's that bad. Trust me. It is a straight to supermarket £2 bin film.
Awesome. You've clearly never seen what was it? Man Scorpion.
Oh dear, you have
Yeah.
to see Hurricane.
Ah,
It's much worse.
Alright, you watch Man Scorpion, I'll watch Hurricane.
Okay, it's on.
Alright.
We shall do this.
Yeah.
It had scenes where when like scenes in Star Wars on Tatooine where the ship comes on,
Yeah.
it's the end all CG. Yeah, in this there's like an inch box at the top where the ship isn't there, but the background still is. So you've got a bit of a ship coming on, and then you've got the box missing, and then it fades out too early.
Awesome.
It is
Sounds
terrible.
good.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
And the acting is exceedingly serious for a film that's exceedingly bad.
Serious business.
Everyone's monotone.
Darren is.
What are you
In
doing?
my
What are you
headphones,
doing,
Darren,
Darren?
what are you doing?
We watched Fight Club the other day.
Yeah,
as well.
Fight Club
was
was-
a really good film.
Yeah, I don't think Darren really enjoyed it.
Did you not? What did you think of? Actually, no.
Yeah, come on,
you
Darren,
don't
what
talk
do you
enough.
think
What
of
do you think of
Fight
Fight Club?
I didn't understand.
Analyze Fight Club.
You didn't understand what was going on.
No,
What part did you
no.
understand?
The whole thing.
The film.
Alright.
Film part, yeah.
Once he started beating himself up, I was like, wow.
you got really
Yeah.
angry. It's like, so he was beat. What about the car? What happened there? It's like, well, he just talked to himself.
But then Josh told me the interesting fact that there's a coffee cup in every scene. So then I was watching.
no, that's
that.
fine. That ruined the film for me. Like, that's a coffee cup in every scene. I was like,
Right.
Alright.
Not every scene. There's a coffee cup in every scene, apart from the scene where they're in Starbucks.
Why is there not one in there?
There's bound to be fucking one there.
No, there
I
isn't.
think that's the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because
Well,
corporate businesses are bad.
And yet,
Oh.
they're
Working for the
clearly
man.
sponsored by a lot of different
Oh, yeah.
companies and that.
And you know that scene on the bus where Tyler Durden's like, oh, is that what a real man looks like?
Speed.
The guy in his boxers. That's actually Brad Pitt.
Oh, right.
That picture
yeah, I
is
remember
actually
you
Brad
pointed,
Pitt.
you pointed that
Yeah.
out to me. You know a lot about films. Like,
I do.
your random information pool is quite amazing.
Thank you.
I often say he should be on the media course.
Yeah. You could have a degree that's worthless.
Yeah,
Oh.
that'd be amazing.
You could be like, walk into nowhere and
Yeah.
get a job.
You could be like one of those feminists who go through uni for 1 year, fall out, and like, I know everything. I met one, she hated me. I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay.
That's relevant.
It's a useless course!
We're on to feminists now. Okay.
No, it's the exact same thing. It's
Big
a
fan of
useless
schools.
course. Useless! Doesn't work. Why would you do it?
Have we watched The Raid yet?
I've seen The Raid. I watched it with Darren.
I haven't
It
seen it
was-
yet. I really want to see it.
All right.
Still, it's
Fucking
just
crispy.
crispy crisps.
It's
much
just
better.
pure action, really,
No,
as a
alright.
film.
It's all right, but then there's that one scene which is clearly inspired by Old Boy, which Old Boy
no
does so
fight
much
scene
better.
is inspired like
It's the
that
same
kind
director.
of thing.
Is it the same director?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so. It's
Wait,
the same
wait,
choreographer.
we have The Raid here.
Alright, there's The Raid.
There's The Raid. Hold that and I'll get Old
Alright.
Boy.
It's got the
there's
same.
Old
It must have the same choreographer.
He's
though, 'cause
holding the
remember-
film The Raid.
I have
Old
the
Boy.
film. Where's
They're
the
making
same-
an Old
I am
Boy.
holding Old Boy.
They're making a new one.
Where's the same director?
Director.
To be the first person credited probably. In
Directed by Park Chan Wook is Old Boy.
One moment.
It's probably the last name.
Oh,
Is
the
on
last
this
name.
Well, this is obviously
Written and directed by Gareth Evans. No.
one. Yes. That's not the same
There's a
person.
slight difference, I think. There.
No, you're right. I don't
But there's
know.
a second raid coming. Raid 2.
Oh, cool.
Raid 2.
The Raid 2.
They didn't
Slightly
do a
more
good enough job
rated.
the first time.
20 elite cops, 20 flaws. It sounds like a really bad game. Like, just that tagline, 20 elite cops, 30 flaws of hell.
Yeah, well, Old Boy, taken without reason, in prison for 15 years, released without reason, 5 days to see the truth. There's no fucking punctuation in that at all. There should
They
be
say it
commas.
really
It's like
fast in a really offensive accent.
I'm-
and then
no,
it
But
makes
the
sense.
raid is basically just you watch it for how it was shot.
Yeah,
because
the
it is
Raid is
beautifully
really good,
shot.
yeah. But the story just
Yeah, there
didn't hold up.
There
It
wasn't
doesn't look
there
like a
wasn't a
story.
story,
It doesn't
really.
look like a film for story.
It got awards though, so.
It was a good film.
Really? What do you get
It
awards
looks
for?
awesome.
It
Most
went to, like, a
courses.
film festival award.
Probably Cannes Film Festival. They do
About
a
to say,
lot of indie films there.
It's a lot like, because I saw it there, District 13.
Oh,
Yes.
With
I
that
haven't
film,
seen that.
you just watch it for the parkour, you don't want to
Yeah,
see the story.
great.
That
That
It's
is
really good
Beautifully
parkour.
well shot again.
Yeah, it's such a good film.
District
I was
9
actually
is-
surprised when I saw that one originally. I rented it in Blockbuster.
District 9, what, the Alien film?
Yeah, District 9 is one of my favourite films. I absolutely love that film.
I thought it was pretty good, but then it kind of loses me at the end.
I can't remember how it ends. The dude turns into a prawn or something.
That's not just when it's like it's all actiony. And he's like,
thanks.
oh come on, he's like shooting.
Oh yeah. That,
And the way he says
weird.
motherfucker really bugs me as
Yeah.
well because he's South African.
His accent was.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
inconsistent as well. It's like,
And the takeaway food place was called Gunter's,
Gunters.
and
It's not that bad. I've seen
the word gun is quite funny to me.
I wonder why.
If you know what it means, go to Urban Dictionary. I'm not explaining it.
Yeah, what does gun mean?
I'm not.
Explaining great.
I've never heard that word before. What does it mean?
No.
Explain.
You shouldn't.
Expand your
Not on
brackets
this.
Come on, random facts.
No.
No.
Passion as he wants to.
I want to.
Passion of the gun.
Has anyone seen The Passion of Christ?
No.
What the
Isn't
Mel
that
Gibson
just
film?
Jesus porn?
It is Jesus porn.
Mel Gibson.
Really good Jesus porn. The best Jesus porn.
I didn't know
You
he's
On-
sure?
on
Really
the-
good
on the-
Jesus. It's
on the
really good
grand-
Jesus porn.
on the-
Good Jesus porn. I'm not convinced.
On the grand scale of things, alright, in the field of Jesus porn, it's definitely one of the standout Jesus porn flicks.
On a scale of 1 to Jesus.
Does he get
Brilliant.
nailed?
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Erect Jesus, he gets nailed to the cross.
I'm out. It's my door closed.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound like a cupboard at all.
Well, like Sucker Punch, that was a good film.
No.
I disagree.
I haven't
I
seen it.
enjoyed Sucker Punch.
It was pretty, but
The
it
animation was incredible. The story was
it
good.
was
You
pointlessly
mean the girls were pretty? didn't you?
overly complicated.
Yeah.
The animation was
I
incredible.
love birds. War.
You like that one, don't you?
Yeah, I do like
You've done that like in every single thing that we've done so far. We're like birds.
War.
Is this from that Hatwa boyfriend dating?
That's-
Yes.
it was a playthrough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we're now.
We're quoting,
Yeah, we're quoting.
another playthrough.
Yeah.
We can't do that. We can't.
Oh no.
We can. They can't copyright that.
We did
one.
that in Burnout Paradise, though.
Who did we?
Oh, can we not start that fucking joke, please?
No, okay, sorry. Yeah. There are other playthroughs.
You have to say that in videos. It's copyright.
Beat you with this remote.
It's
I'm
not,
sorry,
it's not a
Josh.
joke. It's what we have to
I know,
actually do.
but fine.
We don't actually. Have to do it at all.
Wow.
It just go into the description. That's all.
So, yeah,
Great, yeah.
that happened.
Yeah.
Harry Brown.
Harry Brown's
Bloody
an
amazing film.
Harry Brown. I've never seen that.
It's
You haven't
it's a
seen it?
student film. Some student wrote it, directed it. It was
Michael
originally
Caine
project.
stars.
Film 4 funded it, and Michael Caine is the star.
I've never seen that film.
Fuck,
You
I
would
can't
like it.
remember.
It's really
Plan
gritty.
B, isn't it? That dude from Plan B.
Oh,
yeah.
that's that video we keep seeing.
Yeah, in the student bar.
The
that's
dread
all.
flies in my That's it.
Yeah, I've never seen this.
Bloody
It's
amazing.
actually really, really good.
Marshall Brush.
Donnie Darko is also a good film.
Dory Dorker.
I goes without saying
No, it's not Danny.
Oh,
that.
Donnie
Not Donnie
Darko.
Darko.
I like Donnie Darko.
It's probably the best film ever made.
I'm not a fan of S Darko though.
S Darko was good.
Donnie
I
enjoyed
I
it
didn't
still.
like it when he started showing.
The S stands for
His
standalone.
next
It's not really
path,
the
his
same
future
thing.
path in life.
No, but that made sense. That was his
Nah,
timeline coming out of his chest to show him where to go to complete his timeline.
Bollocks.
Yeah.
It
It's
wasn't
not that Dead
bollocks.
Space thing, you know, when he does that thing on the ground that tells him
Never
where to
played
go.
Dead Space.
You've never played. Have you seen any gameplay of Dead Space?
Nope, don't like horror. I've seen that bit with the eye, and I have a thing about eyes, and I can't watch anymore.
So
Fuck
but-
off.
Dead Space has gone away from horror though and done Resident Evil 5
Yeah.
on us. It's all action
Well,
now.
the
So's
upside is.
Bioshock.
Yeah. Well, Bioshock still. Well, then again, the
We've
new one
already-
had already.
we've
knew
already
what it
discussed
was.
it.
We've already discussed the
Yeah.
Bioshock
Yeah.
thing before and how I think it's a good idea that they did that.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Because
They can't go anywhere else with
Bioshock's controls aren't horror
based.
controls,
No.
whereas it is in Dead Space because they're really clunky.
Alright.
But the horror games do that on purpose to add more an element of horror.
So you can't do what you
Yeah,
want.
yeah, yeah. But it doesn't work when they try and make it action. That's really shit.
Yeah.
Did anyone play the Aliens game?
Well, the
What?
new one.
Colonial
Marines.
Marines.
It is
I
really
haven't.
poor. It got like a score of 30.
I decided to play it.
Have you got a copy of it?
I have got a copy of it
On what?
on PC.
Oh, okay.
It was fucking awful.
There you go.
It was literally. Oh my god!
Did
It's
you
the
play
most
the demo?
generic. There isn't a demo.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Is that?
That
was
Yeah,
the
there
demo.
is. Motherfuckers.
And the
This is
demo
why I like
is
hard
much
copies.
better. They took the demo and fucked it over.
Yeah,
And
because
they took everything out that was in the demo. It's
Do
really
they,
good.
they took all the
Everything.
lighting out or
Most
something?
things.
The-
Yeah.
No,
The
lighting.
lighting.
They've still kept
The
some
game's
of the
really
dramatic
pretty.
lighting.
The
It's just
like
case of the
smashing
screen.
of glass and the really
Oh,
big special
God.
effects. It's all been taken out.
but
Aliens, when killed, limbs fly off, but once they're dead, you can't do anything to the corpses, and their limbs fall through things.
they fade after a while, so they disintegrate.
Yeah, eventually. Eventually.
That's because they're acid that they're
But
dribbling.
there are. This is the best bit. There are 3 missions, right? There are
Three
three
in the entire
missions
game?
where you fight aliens.
Fuck.
The rest of them you fight humans.
Huh.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
In this alien colonial marine.
Can you play as aliens?
Only in the multiplayer.
Oh, that's fucking wank.
The multiplayer is actually pretty good.
Yeah, the multiplayer, I seen some.
Does that have
play it,
Predators in it?
No,
Okay.
because it's not AVP.
No, I just wondered because sometimes they do like a tie. Probably a bit of DLC for Predators.
Yeah.
That's probably wouldn't surprise me.
When you
Who's
describe
the
people
company
working
that
on the
made
mod
it? Is
for
it EA?
Huh?
Is it EA the company that
No,
made
it's
it?
not. It's 2K.
No, it was
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
2K, really?
2K, yeah.
So the same people that made XCOM.
And Borderlands.
However, they also
Is
did
Witcher
the
one-
rush job on
It
Duke
was
Nukem.
Gearbox, wasn't it?
Yeah, Gearbox.
The cover
That's
looks a
Borderlands.
lot like
Yeah, it's
XCOM.
Borderlands.
Jeez.
Gearbox is a really good developer, but when I think it's when they work on a project not alone is when it usually goes wrong because they had a lot of help on Aliens as well from other developers.
Yeah.
And I think it just kind of loses track of what they were originally aiming to
It's
do.
unfortunate because I really like. I mean, I love Borderlands. And also some of the other 2K stuff.
Sorry,
So my mouse is moving itself.
Why is the,
What?
why is the mouse moving on its own?
Is it my mouse?
Yeah. The mouse is moving by
It's
itself.
not anymore.
It might be the vibration of my laptop causing the mouse to move.
Alright, anyway, this is
Yeah.
to the
Okay.
podcast.
Sorry, that was really weird.
First in-depth bit, and all of a sudden, mouse moving.
But yeah,
I'm watching you now, mouse.
it wasn't a good game.
Oh, it's a shame because it looked fantastic.
It did look fantastic.
It still doesn't look like bad, but for its time, it's still
It's
kind of.
bad.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen some of the textures. And stuff.
It would usually be a generic shooter, which I guess I just forgive because it's just a shooter. It's really hard to fuck that up. But
It's got
the
name
AI
aliens.
is so bad it makes the game unplayable.
And it's
Someone
named
sent me a
aliens.
picture of like there's an alien trying to run up a wall to run at you, and it's a sort of Benny Hill soundtrack because he's just going hitting the side of the wall, just running up the wall, falling back, look at the wall, run up the wall, fall back. It's just like
I played co-op with someone, and when someone goes down, obviously you have to go and pick them up.
yeah.
The friendly AI you can't walk through, so they're still
It's fucking doing it again, silly mouse.
But the guy falls down. The AI walks into the door frame, and I cannot get past. So I'm stuck bouncing off this AI. The guy dies, and the AI walks through.
Saying that earlier, I was playing Monster.
Fucking. I've heard the AI is abysmal.
The AI is really bad. I hope that clicking sounded good.
Sorry for the clicking, yeah.
I was
Click.
playing Monster Hunter earlier, and I killed one of the big monsters.
Yeah.
And as I killed it, you know how the big lizard things, they jump
Yeah.
as they die?
Yeah.
Mine jumped into the transition, so I couldn't get any of the gear off of it because it had jumped into the transition. I
And
couldn't
it didn't appear
get.
on the other side.
No, I couldn't get to
That's funny.
the lizard that I killed, and I don't know, it just made me angry.
You're a massive fan of that game.
I love Monster Hunters. One of my favourite games.
Stay tuned.
They should really make
stay
either a
tuned.
PS3 one or a PS Vita one.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Definitely need to because the Wii one wasn't very good,
The Wii one was alright.
and the 3DS one's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Why is the 3DS one going to be
It
terrible?
looks terrible.
Because
I haven't even seen
Alright.
anything on it. I've just first
because
time heard
they
of
will you know what the camera control will be? It'll be the touchscreen.
Oh.
Oh, yeah,
Jesus.
shit,
Yes,
Yeah.
it will.
Yeah.
How can you do both at the same time?
It
It's
will.
got
It will be
It's
the
got-
touchscreen.
No,
analog stick and
no.
D-pad.
On Amazon, when you pre-order it, when you buy it, it comes with an expansion.
yeah.
You
just
pay
like
80
Resident
quid
Evil.
for the game. You get the game and the dock, which gives you a second D-pad.
That's
Not D-pad.
fucking awful.
No,
That's not the first time it's
not
happened.
D-pad,
It gives you another
joystick
analog,
gives you
and
analog
they did that with
For
Revelations.
£80.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
£80.
It
I'm
wasn't
not
that much
fucking
for
buying that.
Revelations. You have to.
terrible.
If you've got a 3DS XL, you don't need one.
Yeah.
Still,
At all.
Still not. And again, anyway, I just don't.
Monster Hunter on the Wii, it basically
Was
said
crap.
you have to buy it with classic controller
Yeah.
or you can't play it.
Basically,
Yeah.
Which is true because
Again,
I played it with the nunchuck and the remote, and it was hard.
And this is Capcom we're talking about. All the games pretty much need an add-on. Play a fighting game. If you want to be good at it, you have to get one on the Steam.
I'm not sure it's Monster Hunter on the PSP.
I
You
can-
just have to develop cramp in your left
Exactly.
hand.
You have to develop the car.
Well, I can play a fighting game without the thing. Most people can play the fighting game with just the controller.
Well, you can play it, but if you want to get good at it,
Yeah, but the thing is with the DS one is without that second analog stick, you're fucked.
Yeah.
you can still play it as a casual game and things. I mean, I've done camera and DS, and people are used to it.
But
It's
you,
a piece
you
of
have
piss.
to.
I can't use the touchpad for a camera. I remember there was a first-person shooter I got on there once.
Oh, was that Metro
Metro
Prime?
5 Hunters.
Yeah.
Yes.
That
That
game
was-
was terrible.
I loved it.
Couldn't get on with that game.
I
It
love
was cleverly
Prime,
done because
so.
you only used one side of the remote. It was like going back to the old N64
Yeah.
remotes where you never used all three parts of it. You only used
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
Why have all three
I
parts?
don't know.
But because it looks bitchin', and
It
if there's only
does-
two
it
parts,
looks
it's like a
deformed.
Wiimote.
It's like a PS1 control suddenly got a massive schlong.
Look at it. Look at what they've done with it.
What, the
if you
64?
take off,
Right, yes,
put
right,
it-
we have a
put it up,
64.
put it up. We'll put a picture up in a minute. And nothing chop those off.
Yeah, that's the nunchuck there.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's nunchuck. That's
But
No,
they,
that's the nunchuck.
they don't
no,
need all of this
that's the
crap.
shapers, but you've got the big bit in the other bit.
Look, they went too far. They don't need all of these buttons.
No, there was an
By the
expansion.
time they
port.
did, because they were using different things.
Have you
for it.
ever played a game which has used all these buttons?
Actually, I was gonna say yes, but no, I didn't need to use all of them, so no. So you got camera on that one for me, and then I had the shortcuts on that.
God,
no,
no,
use
Jordan
them.
doesn't
Yes.
use all
Most
these.
of them.
Yeah, it can use
How?
Well, those can aim.
Okay, the C
Along
button.
with
He's pointing at
them
the C
two.
buttons, and now shoulder
two
buttons.
triggers.
Yeah, they use
Right,
them
what
to
about
aim.
these? The
That
directional pads.
was to control if you didn't want to use the stick.
Oh
I
yeah,
think.
they were both set.
That's-
Yeah.
They were both set.
I guess, but
And
still,
start
it's
like-
like
start
again,
like
it just
battery
feels like
fire.
an awkward controller. Like
A was changed
nobody.
gun.
No, it wasn't
So they
because
were all used.
it's big enough to hold it with one hand.
But as
Two hands even.
Oh, wait,
someone
couldn't
who
you use the
didn't
two
grow up with
strength,
Nintendo,
like,
picking
if you
this
use,
up
like,
now.
both the control bits.
You're holding it wrong for a
Maybe.
start. It's
I don't know.
There
I
should
might
be-
be going in ages.
But
It's been a while.
instantly when I pick this up, I want to pick it up like that because it's got the two things.
no, but your left hand holds the
Why?
joystick because that's how I've always.
If
held
I was
it.
gone
That's
to
how
pick
I've
it up,
always seen
I would
someone
pick-
hold
I
It
would
gives you
use
the
it
choice
like
of
that.
preference.
Yeah.
Not everyone is
How
happy
I
with
would
it.
use it because the battery was there.
It just looks
But
horrible.
Nintendo
I
were
like
always innovators.
That's not.
It was a
They've
risk.
always tried, yeah.
It was a risk.
Yeah, you've got to use
It
it.
actually paid off well.
Nintendo have always been innovating.
Yeah.
Sorry, which Legend of Zelda are they on? Which Mario?
No,
are they on?
console-wise.
Console-wise, okay. I give them that.
No one said game-wise.
Apart from the
Game-wise,
GameCube.
they've been...
What?
GameCube
Which,
was great.
which had the best games and didn't innovate on the console.
Sadly
That
true,
is
you
true.
can't
Yeah.
argue that point
Apart from
ever.
when you hold the shoulder button on the GameCube and you get ducks. When it quacks, when
Oh,
yeah,
right.
it goes blip, 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 normally. Well, if you hold down the shoulder button, it's quack, quack, quack.
Did you know if you do it with 4, it makes other noises as well? You have to have
I
all
did
4
not.
and all 4 if you hold the button down.
Right, let's go get 3 GameCube remotes.
Right, that's the end of this, I guess. So, okay, bye.
But yeah, look, it seems weird that they innovate so much on their consoles and then don't. in
But
their
people will
games.
buy their
Well,
games.
what they want to do
regardless.
is
But that's
bring other
silly.
developers in to do it. Originally they
But
didn't,
none of their
but the
games,
Wii has.
But none of their their
The casual market is
third party games are awful.
I never said they were good. I just think they bring.
That's the
people in.
downside is they make these like different consoles and then they bring in third party developers and the third party developers go, okay,
What's this do?
fucking Wii remote.
Have code.
Yeah, it's like
Right on the screen.
so
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
I'm gonna make a game about solving puzzles to a rhythm.
It's just like,
Hey.
I'm gonna make a game then add a waggle in every so often.
Actually, saying that, Tomb
Cookie.
Raider Legend was good on the Wii. I enjoyed that.
I'm not saying that obviously there were exceptions to the rule, but
Of course, we were just talking about Monster Hunter.
but
Oh, okay.
as a general rule, their third party games suck.
Tatsunoko vs Capcom was amazing. But again, it's just generic.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
No.
It's basically loads of Capcom characters. They even had the giant robot
They
from
got the
Lost
idea of
Planet.
what the game is about from the name.
Yeah, but it was against the Japanese version of superheroes before people jumped to like Dragon Ball Z and all that. I mean, actual superheroes like Casshern,
Don't know who that is.
P. Tyron.
Well, I'm also
Actual ones with capes and things, acting
Right,
like
okay.
Spider-Man, Superman,
Okay.
kind of things. But for Japan, they had a whole bunch. There's a live-action film coming out for a few of those from America.
Oh,
because
Well, that's
they're-
going to destroy.
Well, it's been a while coming, so I don't
Well,
think-
the American remake of Akira.
Oh,
I don't know if that's still happening.
I doubt it.
I hope not.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't like Nintendo's fandom. I guess
Well, I grew up with Nintendo.
I'm so glad I didn't.
Darren is just
Really?
I'm so glad I
I'm
didn't.
glad I did because it let me branch out when I got PS2. I've loved
didn't
all
for me.
games, so I've always gone console gamer. So
No, I'm the same. But I grew up. I actually went Sega, which wasn't a good idea. They were not very good at games.
Unfortunate.
I went Sega, then I went Sony, and then I went Xbox. So I've never been stuck with one company like people are with Nintendo.
I went Nintendo.
Yeah, there is an issue here.
No, then I got a PS3, which was crap. Then I bought a 360, which was crap. Now I've got a PS3.
What, you think the Wii is better than the
Yeah,
360
exactly.
and the PS3?
Yeah.
for
Bullshit.
my taste in games? It
With
was
your terrible taste in games.
my good
Of
taste in
Zelda.
he likes Nintendo.
He likes Nintendo regardless of the content they put out.
That's not true. He hates Skyward Sword, but he's the biggest
games.
Zelda fan.
I hate Skyward Sword.
Yeah.
That's because Skyward Sword's nothing like anything in the
It
Zelda.
looks amazing.
It does.
And I don't like
It
Zelda.
does.
It looks fantastic. The
I love
graphics
the
are nice.
stylized. I
The
love
gameplay
stylized.
is terrible.
As a game, it doesn't work properly.
I never got to play it, so.
I've got
Um,
it. We could play it. We shouldn't.
shouldn't.
But like, if they fuck up, nobody seems to call them out on it. And then people
That's
bitch
because
about.
they've been around. There's
Then
such a
people bitch about Call
giant-
of Duty making too many Call of Duties after Mario.
What,
When was the last time
that
Mario
is-
innovated? Mario 64.
Then again,
Mario
you're
Sunshine.
looking at
Doesn't count.
Mario Sunshine
Basketball,
does
Mario
count.
Tennis, Mario. They did the sports games, which actually were really good. Some of
Yeah,
them.
but that's just sports game. It's not changing anything. Sunshine, I'll give you
No,
actually.
very
Thank
true.
you.
But yeah, Sunshine's good.
Okay, Mario Galaxy.
Galaxy's just a Mario game. It's just
No, there was
It's got
so many more
gravity
mechanics
issues and
in
other
it.
things.
barely
It's fun.
anything. It's nothing
There is
new.
more.
I never went, whoa, this is new. This is a
Whoa.
new
That's
gameplay
how I didn't
feature.
think it was Keanu Reeves, isn't
Yeah,
it?
but again, your point is still it's still a series where it will keep its main mechanics. Otherwise, why would you buy a Mario game and then go, I want something initiative like new,
But
brand
how,
new,
how
shiny
can you bitch
Mario
about
game?
how can you bitch about Call of
I
Duty
didn't.
never innovating?
You're the only one who's just brought it up.
No, this group has before. I've been in the group when you've done it.
Well, yeah,
I don't like
because
Call of Duty.
it's not my kind of thing. I don't want to buy a Call of Duty game to buy another Call of Duty game. I buy one, and then I don't need to worry about
But
it.
how can
It's
people
not
have
my
a go at
style.
the Call of Duty games and then not have a go at the Mario games?
That's their own choice. They can have a go at the Mario games. That's up to them.
But
They
it seems
should
like
do it.
you should be having a go at both because they're both doing the same
But then you
thing.
should start bringing up
Especially-
everything. We'll just bring up the big brand, and the big Western brand is.
Especially
Call of
now,
Duty.
like I think Mario used to innovate more than it does now. Because think about the two most recent Mario games: Super Mario Brothers Wii, Super Mario Brothers Wii U. The same two games. They
Well,
are
yeah.
exactly
The
the
Wii
same.
U one is fantastic, though.
It looks really good,
It is,
and it
I
plays
played
like
it,
a
it was
great.
fantastic.
I've got
But
it.
again, this is another launch console game situation where they're bringing out a simple game just to show off what the console could possibly do minimalistically.
I
to
highly
them.
doubt they're going to bring out another Mario game for a while.
Exactly.
Unless
The
it'll be
idea is to
Mario
bring out
Galaxy
one.
3 or
I'm
Mario
not saying they're trying to make it
Universe
crap or anything. I'm just
Or a
saying it's a
party
launch games.
3. Or a party game.
Mario Party
Let's
is
get a
great.
indie party.
I like Mario Party. I like Mario games. I'm saying that it's not fair that they never get any flack. I think people should.
They do get flagged.
They don't.
They get a lot of flack.
Anyone who gives them flack gets flack instantly back
Yeah,
from their
it's
fans and then
usually-
pulls back
It's
instantly.
usually the press that show them the flack, and then
It's like, oh, look,
fans
flack, and then fans are like, oh, no, and then they have to
It's
pull
called
back.
fanboyism.
Yeah.
And it's
But
there.
they're so powerful and they think they're right and nobody
'Cause that's the
ever
first call.
challenges
See,
them.
here's the thing about the calling out thing that comes to mind is when you say Call of Duty, it can be compared identically. I mean, it's obviously not identical, but you know what I mean. In the same line as Battlefield. They both share a very strong market, but they're both very different, and everyone's arguing.
Medal of
Mario, what brings up with Mario?
Well,
Nothing's there to challenge him in the
actually,
same
if you
direction.
go,
Sonic,
if you
maybe?
go back
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, that's you have to go back. But I mean, like modern.
now, because
new.
they've crushed everything or bought them.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point. It doesn't have the
Which is
same.
a clever business
it doesn't have the same comparison because of that. I'm not saying it's a good thing. I'm just saying
Well,
that's why it's
Allow
probably
me
not
to
made as
compare
much.
like Mario to Limbo. They've got very similar mechanics.
Indeed,
Rayman.
main.
Rayman. Yeah.
Or Rayman, yes. Oh god, the Rayman
Rayman's
games are so
brilliant.
good.
Yeah.
Much better than Mario.
No.
I would prefer the
No.
I haven't played the
but
new
I
one, so I
love
don't
it.
know.
The new Rayman game is amazing.
Yeah.
Well, the Wii U
Origins or
one.
something.
The Wii U one's
Yeah.
really fun as well. But
I
the one
actually
I
got
meant
a chance
the
to
one
play it,
on,
that's really
on the
interesting.
PC is the one I played.
Was that Origins or?
I think it was Origins.
Origins.
It's the one that just came out
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
Yeah, that was good.
It was the side-scrolling one.
I
Yeah.
played that on PS3.
Yeah, it was really fun.
I still love
It's just
the-
short is my problem.
Is it Rayman 2 Great Escape?
Down there.
Oh, Great Escape.
I think
That's
I
a-
have I have it on 64.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I brought it
It
with
is
me.
64 and I love that.
Do I
game
actually
as a
have it?
kid.
What's that?
Rayman 2 Great Escape.
Great
I have on
Escape.
64.
It was the 3D one.
There
I
it
played.
is.
Oh, I
Rayman
didn't
2,
know- I
let's
didn't know
go.
that one.
That was one of the first games I 100%ed on my
Oh,
own.
I
Just
couldn't
spent
do it.
time.
It
I
was
love it.
so hard.
So
It was
hard.
hard to get everything.
Never completed.
Remember the very first game I ever, like, the very first game I ever completed was, you remember Hercules on the PS1?
Yes, my
Oh,
god,
right.
that game was incredible.
I beat that. That was the first game I
My
ever
god,
beat.
that game was incredible.
Goldeneye for me.
My mate, shout out to Jake because he's probably not going to listen to this. Is he
Wait, we can
it's-
insult him.
Oh yes, smell. I'm sorry. He basically finished. He finished Sonic when he was 2, but that was with all emeralds collected. He's got.
When he
He's,
was
he's
2?
that level 2, yeah.
Man.
Because his dad used to play it in front of him.
Oh, right.
And his dad finished
He's
it,
got
and then he
OCD.
finished it with the a little bit. No, he's statistics now. He absolutely loves, and he 100% so many games. He's the one who got me like seriously into competitive gaming against him.
I
Bastard
don't
can't beat him.
Like collectibles, I never bother.
Oh, it depends on the game. Like
I do.
Legend of Zelda Miniatures Cap. There was a collectible minigame on that, and I spent more time.
More gay.
I spent more getting the collectibles than playing the actual
Trade them
game.
for points.
The only game I spent more time playing the mini games on than the actual game was Final Fantasy VIII, the card game that
Oh
was
god,
in there.
that was so addictive.
It was like, this is boring. I gotta play it more.
Final Fantasy is boring.
I love Final Fantasy.
It was terrible.
13
but at
is
the same
great.
time, you couldn't help it.
I love 13.
Final Hallway 13, yeah. I love Final Hallway 13 too now with more Pokemon.
Final Hallway 13 Return of Light.
The Return of Lightning, the
Lightning,
only
Lightning.
character that is as bland as snow.
Oh Christ.
Snow the character or Snow the...
Both.
Yeah.
They were in the same place doing the same cold, boring shit.
Oh,
Like,
God.
and then
I
it
hate
summons a
those
motorbike. What? We don't need Transformers.
Yeah,
Keep them the fuck out of Final
I
Fantasy.
hate the new ones. Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 12 wasn't great. Was it 11? Which one had Van in it?
12.
12, yeah, I didn't like that.
11
11 was the online one, wasn't it?
Honestly, after 10, when the original main director left,
Yeah.
it just went
Lost
down.
Odyssey is good.
Lost Odyssey is amazing.
Yeah, he did that one. That one is fantastic. There's also
It's
the
a shame
last
nobody
story.
fucking bought it.
That's true. A lot of people did, but
No, it's
not in
not here.
Western.
Yeah, not
not
West-
Western.
whereas in
Eastern.
Final
I
Fantasy
picked it
is
up on a
sold a lot.
whim. I
Yeah.
got it for like a £5 game. It was like, shit,
I
it's
bought
one of the
it
I
best
bought it on
games
release.
ever.
I bought it on release. I
That game
knew
was-
about it. It
The
was
game
like-
was like 50 quid on release as well. It was
Yeah.
so expensive, which in American dollars is about $70, just to put that in perspective.
That's excessively
70
rough, by the way. It's not a stupidly quick
$70,
math.
$80. One of the two.
I say it's 71.4.
Yeah, that's why I said roughly.
We could look it up.
We could,
should,
but
we
who
should,
the fuck
we should.
cares?
We should do one of that, but it's like, again, that'd be a really long one. I mean, who out
I
there
think it
is
means
interested?
check if it was actually.
Oh, I mean, I want to do a let's play of it because I love
Lost
that
Odyssey
game.
is like 100 hours long.
That's my point. If
Yeah.
anyone wants an end series, it
You'll
will
get like
forever
half,
go on.
You'll be like, oh, you just completed disc 3, put in disc 4. Disc 4's broken.
That's what happened to me.
Fuck.
I had that.
Yeah.
I couldn't get past that.
I beat that game. It was so good.
I got to the
I
end of
didn't-
disc 2 and I couldn't play anymore.
Where I was from, in a tiny town, it was like, in Blockbuster was the only game shop,
Right.
and that's where I got my copy of Lost
Right.
Odyssey, and they only got 5 in. They all sold, and my disc 4 didn't work, and they
Really?
couldn't replace it, and they didn't order another one in, so I never finished
I
it.
thought legally they had to if your game didn't work.
Oh Christ, Blockbuster was terrible.
That's
though.
true. That's probably why they're not around anymore. Take that.
I'm just saying the one where I'm
No,
from.
they
The one
can't.
where I'm
Oh.
from
They
was...
can, I thought,
Yeah, they don't exist
oh,
as a
okay.
company anymore.
Yeah, they've gone under,
shit.
sadly.
Just like HMV. What do you mean, sadly? They're
I
terrible
worked
people.
there at one point, so it's like...
It was a
it's-
terrible business.
Oh, the company had no real good
Yeah,
head
it's
there.
like-
The direction it was like compete with other stores to sell the most rentals and
Yeah.
pre-owned.
I didn't
It's like,
mind renting.
okay.
Like, I like renting
I didn't mind it
games.
until it was like, hey, it's a $5 a night, enjoy.
Yeah.
This film better be good, right? Right.
As a kid, I remember renting PS1 games.
I remember renting Nintendo 64 games.
That was what I used to do. I rented Donkey Kong 64
Yes,
when it came
same.
out.
I
Yeah,
rented
it's
it.
so good.
I had it for a week and I got really close to the end. Had to give it back and then I could never rent it again. I could never buy it because I couldn't find the fucking copy of it.
Yeah.
Until now, I now own it.
Yes, Donkey Kong!
Donkey Kong 64.
It is so good. It's basically... it's...
No,
it's, oh,
laptop,
no, don't
wake
die,
up.
laptop!
You should
It's
change
basically
I
one
really
of my
should fix
absolute
it.
favourite platformers is Donkey Kong 64.
Stuff like that
So
was
well
hard.
made.
It's hard.
Oh, it is incredibly hard. There's also a hidden extra banana at the end.
Yeah, it's 101 bananas.
I got it on one playthrough, but not on the other one. I forgot where it was. You have to be tiny to get it.
It's under the island.
Yeah, you have to swim under and then.
Here's a quick question. What was the first game you ever played?
Ocarina of Time.
Oh Christ! Actual
no.
game.
Actual game.
I remember my brother coming up to me when I was 6. No, I would have been 5. He was 7. He came up to me. So yeah, this was in the war. He came up to me and said,
War in the
"In the war.
war.
Which one? I don't know.
We're in your bunker.
Yeah.
Comes up to
We
you
were
and-
powering it on a bike, you know, just like, yeah, oh, come on, electricity.
It was Pong before there was a ball.
Well, but basically he came up to me and told me, we're getting a SNES. And I was like, okay, what's that? Because at the time I didn't know. I had no idea. And then we went and got a Super Nintendo Entertainment System for a Christmas present for my brother and I. And it came with a whole buttload of games. What was the first one I tried? NBA basketball. However, the SNES version of that is fucking fantastic. I spent so much of my childhood playing that. Zombies Ate My Neighbours, Bomberman, Super Mario Kart, all of those. But the first game I ever remember playing was the NBA.
Is that the one that you...
This is the first ever game.
He's holding Ocarina of Time
Oh,
for
Legend of
the
Zelda,
audio
Ocarina of Time.
podcast.
There you go. I'll show it to the microphone.
Alright,
Oh,
good,
microphone,
yeah.
enjoy. Yeah.
And Darren is holding the very first game I played, which was GoldenEye.
A bit of stroking there, kinda
Yeah, he's
creepy.
Stroking it. And that's actually his.
It's, well, I bought it off
is
of
yours?
Darren.
Oh, okay.
It was Darren's. I
He
bought it
rents
off
it on
Darren.
weekends.
I got this with the console.
Alright.
I got this with my
I
console.
remember they did that
Well, I
bundle,
got the
didn't they?
64 as a kid.
GoldenEye.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
My very first game was Ultima 5 on the PC.
Really?
Nice.
Which didn't run properly on our PC, so we had to run it in this weird different coloured mode, so the colours didn't match up at all, so that was fun. But yeah, I remember running that. And then there was a weird game called Rover, which nobody probably
Rover?
ever heard of. It
Sounds
was like
familiar.
a really shitty puzzle game where you had to deflect lights to kill robots.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
It was awesome at the time, but I bet it's terrible now.
What's the first game anyone actually bought, like, themselves with their own money?
Uh,
'Cause that, for me,
Spyro.
is-
Uh,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2? Or Spider-Man 1? Something like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to go probably a Legend of Zelda game.
It's up there, and yeah, probably one
Probably a
of
Legend
those.
of Zelda game.
What's that?
Maybe Majora's Mask? Because I would have been 6 when that came out, so probably that.
My
'Cause
brother
I
and I
went-
used to go to a store.
I went Nintendo 64, Xbox.
Where you just skipped over like the PS1.
Yeah, but then my brother somehow got like all these old consoles. He got like the Sega, and we were moving back through like the ages.
That's what I'm doing now.
It's quite
The
fun
latest
to
thing
do.
I bought is a GameCube.
GameCube is a fantastic console.
GameCube's
in my
incredible.
opinion. Just so good.
So what was the first game you bought back with your?
Oh me,
with your
it was on SNES. We used to go up on there's
During the
there's
war.
one during the wall. They'll bring out these bunkers with
Before
stalls you used to go into, and you have to crouch through and dodge the bullets. And lose so many.
It
foster
sounds like
parents.
the Conker's Bad Fur Day first level.
Yeah.
Saving Private
That's-
Ryan, that's what it was.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, we're deep in enemy territories. We get one game off the stool. First one we bought was Mystic Quest.
Oh my
The
god,
very
that game's
Final
incredible.
Fantasy Mystic Quest, the piss take RPG they made. It is so
Okay,
fun.
no, I'm thinking of a different game.
No, it is. But if you replay it, there's so much bullshit in the
Is
game.
it that one that's like on an island?
That's missed.
Missed.
No, that's,
Okay,
that's,
I
that's
think
a
it's
different
the
one.
right
Yeah. No, this Mystic Quest is a really, really dumb game. It was fun as fuck though. My brother loved it more than me though. So, well, good game.
Yeah.
I think we got it for a $5.
That's not bad. I remember I got Spyro with a cracked case for
Ah.
£12. It was a rip-off, but I really wanted that game, and I didn't have the money for a full-price one. Because games still cost. You forget how
Yeah,
much games
games
cost
are
back then.
expensive.
They were still really
I
expensive.
thought in my Majora's Mask box, it's a brand new box. I got it as it was brand new. In there, there's a flyer advertising games, and it's like Super Mario 64, £60.
Can you imagine paying
Shit.
£60
Yeah.
Super
Yeah.
Mario 64? I mean, it's a long game, but it's not really £60
SNES games
worth.
Back then, it was.
When I was buying games, they were still selling SNES games. It was like towards the end, obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
I say that. They were about 50 quid sometimes. It was 50 and 40 quid. It's just to get one cartridge game. That
You
was
think back like
not that long.
Mega Man. Imagine paying that much, like
Mega Man,
50,
Mega Man, Mega Man.
50 quid for Mega Man. It's like
Man, I would have felt
that
right.
game is not
Yeah.
long.
It's when now you go on Virtual Console and you feel like they owe me a fuckload of money. I bought this for 4 quid today. Back then it was, and yeah, I go on my old person rant.
If you think about games today, they're still up there. Like
Yeah.
they're slowly, gradually.
Well,
going
they are
down.
expensive, but you get a lot more stuff in them normally.
The
Normally.
content is much bigger. now.
Yeah,
If
it's
you
very-
go,
so
if you
much
go
more.
from like back then,
Yeah.
if you wanted a long game, you had to go with the big brands. Like you had to buy a Nintendo game or a Sony game.
But think about it. How much could you put on a cartridge compared to how much
Obviously,
you can put on a DVD?
obviously, it's not because the developers are lazy, but I'm saying we still paid the same amount of money,
Yeah.
and it was quicker to develop those games than it was to develop a AAA
Yeah.
game nowadays.
Yeah.
It's bizarre that they weren't cheaper. You always thought they would be cheaper, but they weren't. They were the same price.
Well, back then it wasn't such a booming industry, so they weren't making as much money for the employees.
Yeah.
So to make money to fund the business, they obviously sold it for more.
It's
so,
like when you hear about the development teams of some games, like GoldenEye 64 probably had like 10 people working
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
And nowadays they spend like 600 people to make the shittiest games possible. It's like, oh,
But then again, the coding has to be so much higher that you have to do so much
Right.
more.
Yeah,
Sorry,
railway.
to then get the same kind of effects or better.
if you look through
Just
that
to do more
pile, I'm
time.
gonna guess most of the games that are good that are Nintendo were probably made by Raii.
Okay, well, we've got
Yeah.
Conker's Bad Fur Day,
Railway.
Rare. Banjo Kazooie,
Railway.
Rare.
Love that game.
Donkey
Rare.
Kong, Rare. Quake, ID.
Not a good game.
Not a good game.
Not a good game, though.
Activision as well.
Nintendo 64 remote.
Rare.
Nintendo 64 remote.
Rare.
Actually, they're quite common online. You can buy them for like a $5.
Snowball Kids, Atlas.
Atlas.
Yeah, that's Atlas. I love Atlas.
Atlas still function.
Yeah,
Well,
there's
you
still
got
loads of games.
Ocarina of Time, which was Nintendo.
Yeah.
Majora's
Nintendo.
Mask,
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
More Eastern.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
Rayman 2, Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Ubisoft.
Super Mario 64,
Nintendo.
Nintendo. That is nope, no, it's two
We've
more
got
there.
Mario Kart back there.
Lilac Wars,
Which
Nintendo.
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 LucasArts.
Pod Racer.
LucasArts.
LucasArts.
Nintendo. They're both the
LucasArts
same.
developed
Yeah.
it.
I'm pretty sure Nintendo helped on them.
I mean, that's what four
license.
Nintendo,
That's 4 each.
4 Rare, and junk.
Yeah.
Hey, Snowball Kids is not
Snowball
junk.
Kids
I
is
fucking
amazing.
love Snowball
Now
Kids.
let's look through the stack I've got here.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like modern good
We've got
games.
Ubisoft,
Yeah.
which is Assassin's Creed.
Oh, this is now Xbox 360 games.
Yeah. Max Payne 3, which is
Rockstar.
Rockstar. Deus Ex, which is
Shite.
EOS and
Really
Square
good.
Enix, really good game.
Terrible game.
Bioshock 2K, and then Bioshock 2 2K.
Yeah, but it was made by 2K Boston number 2.
But you
It's
get lots
completely
of-
different dev.
You don't get like the
Yeah,
one.
it's completely separate.
You don't get that one really good demo.
No.
No.
It's always
Well,
like.
Wow.
you do, but they're indie, and then you don't
2K
pay for it.
lately have done really good games.
So has
Yes.
Square Enix as well.
Yeah.
They've been good recently.
I don't trust Square Enix because they have Final Fantasy and they refuse to let go of it for a little bit.
Yeah, they needed some better
Who did
ideas.
Shadow of the
Then
Colossus?
they're just buying everything.
Yeah.
Sony.
It's a Sony, isn't
Sony?
it?
Yeah.
Blue Point and Sony. Shadow of the Colossus.
You just flip off the mic.
Did I?
Yeah, fuck you, Mike! Ugh!
We'll give it another 5 minutes. This will be a long one.
Dark Souls is
If you make it this far, well done.
It's from
from Soft.
Thanks for keeping up.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I'm gonna have some more ruffles.
So yeah, it was definitely.
No, sorry, that was Demon Souls, not Dark Souls.
You don't get like
Big
one
fan base.
developer which is like, this developer is a developer I'm gonna go to for my
Yeah.
games. Whereas
Actually,
back then,
I still have that. I grew up on that kind of thing. So I mean, Game Freak, one of my favorite. Intelligent Systems, fucking love them. They do
Game
Fire.
Freak only really make Pokemon, don't
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
they? Yeah.
Saying that, like films, Tartan Asia. I've never seen a bad Tartan Asia film.
Yeah, with films you
That's
get the
true.
same thing, but you don't get it in games. Like back then, if you bought a Rare game, it was gonna be good.
Yeah, but again, you're still looking at it as our lecturer says. Shout out to Andrew. That it's still a young industry. We're still growing, so we still got to get to that point. Just because it's been so many years doesn't mean it's a thriving industry.
No.
We're
I'm
growing.
saying back then there was a thriving industry.
No,
There
it
was
wasn't as much.
there was
There was
one
console.
company
It
that
was a
made
thriving
something.
console.
There was one company that constantly made good games in different genres.
Well,
Yeah.
Rare made
I see,
good
right.
games.
Oh, yeah.
All, like, if you wanted a good game, you saw Rare and it was like, that's gonna be a good game.
That's true.
I'll put
Perfect
that.
Dark, they did that. I
Perfect
love
Dark.
Perfect
I
Dark.
wasn't keen on Perfect Dark. But
I
I'm
love
not
it 'cause
into
I like
first-person
Smash.
shooters.
Yeah, it was basically built off the same engine as Gold.
But then that's
But it had
that's
Elvis.
a totally different system from Donkey Kong.
Yeah, exactly. Like
Conker's Bad Fur Day, I was never fond of.
Conker's Bad Fur Day is basically taking the piss out of all of their other.
Yeah, it's good fun.
Yeah, it's more a comedy game.
but it was brilliant because Conker is a playable character, obviously
Yeah.
people know from Diddy Kong Racing, and he was just a happy squirrel. In that, he's a fucking drunkard as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
He's a playable. Yeah, that's where he first comes from. That's not the first game he's been in.
Alright, shit.
He was
I never knew that.
in because Rare helped develop Diddy Kong Racing, obviously.
Yeah, Diddy Kong Racing was good.
I
Kong
love
Racing.
Diddy Kong Racing.
But then they remade it for the DS and it wasn't as good.
It never lived up to what it was originally.
Maybe
so-
that's because I was a kid when I first played it.
Same,
and
that's
now
what I felt.
I was like 16.
Yeah.
It was a
Fucking
literal
came out.
port to me. There's like nothing had
15,
changed. The
16.
graphics seemed the same.
Yeah.
It was just a different console.
It was fun, but
Oh yeah, it brought back some of my childhood, but never the same like realizations that my controller's dying on my 64 and I need a fucking new one, so I'm hammering to turn a fucking corner.
here's a question: where the fuck is Mario Kart gone?
It's over there.
Cool. That answered that.
So beat you away. I pointed it out earlier.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah.
So that's 4 to Nintendo.
Nintendo wins.
Yeah.
It was their console, to be fair.
Yeah.
Me fine, but yeah.
It wasn't the Rareware 64.
And they all have their seal of approval.
That disappeared, didn't it? That series. After loads of shit games appeared on some of that console, they were like, let's stop approving games now and put a
And the
seal of
third-party
approval.
hardware
Yeah. Oh,
They
God.
still do it on some of their
on their games. They do.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't.
They do it on a lot of their DS games now still.
Wait,
Even
I got
though-
Wind Waker. Is it on there still?
It should be on the
It's
back.
still on Wind Waker.
Yeah, it's not.
They
on their Wii
usually
games.
put it on the back nowadays.
Is it
just
not on their
the
Wii
back
games?
corner.
I don't think so.
Huh. I don't have a
I
Wii
could
game
be
to
wrong.
hand.
Yeah, that's it. We don't have
Yeah.
any Wii games to have.
Yeah.
Well, we like some good consoles, but not modern consoles.
I like the Wii.
Yeah.
I like the Wii PS3. and
Well,
Xbox.
Wii-
I think.
Yeah.
I think they're all really good consoles.
I like the Xbox
I'm
One
not,
because
um,
I've had it long.
I like the idea that Nintendo had with Nintendo Wii, but I bought it on the night of release at midnight. I queued for like 2
Yeah,
hours,
it's
and I
not-
was like,
It's not. I bought it. I don't have a Wii,
Yeah.
but I played it around friends' houses as a party console.
Yeah, exactly. I
I
didn't
got
play
it for my
socially.
16th birthday, and I was like, oh, well, maybe 15th. And I was like, oh, that's really cool, because
Oh,
maybe
kids.
that's why I feel it's a bit more special.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
And like the 64, first console ever.
Oh, don't do that.
Shouldn't do that with it.
64, this thing is built like a brick shit house. You could nuke it and it would still work.
I'm just smashing against the
I dunno.
table to see if you're right
I've
now.
climbed this down my stairs, and Darren's been in my old house. The
Yeah,
stairs
those
are
fucking steep.
fucking steep.
That's a cruel death trap to you, isn't it? Steep stairs at your height. It's like, oh god, roof.
I slipped slightly down them
Yeah.
before. It's like, whoa.
Have you ever actually mentioned how tall you are?
I'm 6'7".
He's 6
You lie, you're like 7'12" or something. Don't make up heights.
I swear you're 6'8".
6'8". Okay, wait, how tall are you?
I'm 6'6".
Right, stand up.
And now we're having
I
a
think-
measure off.
We're
No
both
one can
wearing
see this.
fairly flat shoes.
No
Yeah.
one can see this.
I'm what, 2 inches taller than you?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
so
so
He's 6'8".
I'm 6
They
foot
stand
8.
up and they're quite
Take a
tall.
picture, quickly.
One is taller than the other.
Connor's 6'6", I'm 6 foot 8.
Yeah.
And now we see the two in their mating ritual.
Going back to the old consoles, what was great about the
Oh, God.
64 was the memory expansion. I love that little fucking thing. That was the first thing. That was
I
the
never
first
had that.
experience I had with hardware.
What,
For
taking out,
computing?
putting in a new
Yeah.
one to play the
I
string.
know that sounds silly, but that was the first experience I had with hardware as a kid, which probably got me hooked to building PCs now.
Do you enjoy building PCs?
I love building
I do,
PCs.
I don't enjoy it.
It's my hobby. That's
Fair
why I'm not doing it at
Oh,
uni.
right. Fair
That's why
enough.
I'm doing software development.
But bam.
Also, again, I don't think we've ever mentioned this. We're all
Games
design
developers.
We're all
Game dev students.
Game dev students.
That's why this has gone on for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a passion for games and yelling at each other's wrong opinions.
Yeah, I get shot down all the time for my opinion.
So
To be
if you
fair,
think
you
we're
shoot us
arguing,
down
it's
as
like-
well.
yeah.
If you think we're arguing out of passion,
This isn't,
not
yeah.
hate.
Yeah, we don't dislike each other.
Well,
yeah.
a little bit of
Apart from
but-
Josh is a cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah, Connor, you are a bit of a wanker.
I wasn't.
I do a lot in your rooms. Also, Ghost in the Shell is really good.
Oh, Ghost in the
I
Shell.
have to watch the rest
Fucking
of that
hell, it's
series.
incredible. We'll watch it tonight.
It's going to be so good.
There's another film first. There's 2 films.
Right.
Then there's 2
Oh, what?
standalone complexes, which
Oh.
is a standalone series.
Oh, okay.
The second film is nowhere near as good as that, but it's still.
Would it be better off watching the series or the film?
The series is standalone. Doesn't matter.
Which is better, that's what I'm saying.
Watch them all.
I don't want to watch the crap though.
Second
we're back
film
to
is really
anime.
good.
Okay.
This
The
is
second
one I don't know
film
about either.
Has no major. She is hardly in it. It's all about Barto,
Oh, okay.
which is really good. She's in the end of it.
Yeah, she's kind of depressing as a person.
Yeah. Or is it a she? You haven't seen the series. I can't have. This
I haven't seen the series, I don't get it.
Sherlock's good.
Sherlock is fucking amazing.
There
The
you go,
TV
Darren.
series.
I'm back in the game.
Sherlock.
I'm out.
Take it in turns. Just do
Wait,
it.
Death Note. We've all read Death Note.
That's
Well,
true.
Darren's read part of it.
That
You
one,
didn't
yeah.
finish it?
I've fallen out of it. 'cause of
Oh, you got
the
to near
missile.
and
You got to the rocket
fair
bit,
enough.
which is really fucking
It
ludicrous.
pissed me off, yeah.
Alright, here's my issue with that bit.
Oh god.
My issue isn't it with Nero and Mello in that bit. I don't
like
mind them.
I think they're alright.
They're
But-
a bit annoying.
I hate how fucking stupid Light gets.
Yes.
He makes himself so obviously like you're going to get dicked over.
Yeah.
And then he gets
Yeah.
dicked over and he's surprised about it. It's like, well, stop giving your work to other people.
Yeah, that whole bit with like, oh, I need to have a secret meeting with this bitch I used to date.
Yeah, it's like, just
Uni.
boner.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, it's alright to turn the microphones off when I speak to her. It's like,
Yeah, it's like,
Are they banging?
come on.
How more obvious could they make
why did they
it?
bring that
Darren's input.
Why did they
bang.
bring their own
Bow,
notepads?
bow, bow.
Yeah.
Instead of using the ones in the hotel that
Yeah.
people could easily track.
Which it took them a while to actually do.
He didn't take that
God damn it, Matsuda.
It took a while. It took about 5 meetings for him to actually
Swim Matuna.
Matsuda, swim.
Oh,
I don't know if anyone listening to this has seen Swimming with Kira. If not,
They should.
I'll link it. It is incredible.
it makes more sense if you actually seen the end of
You need
Death
to watch
Note,
it.
but, Yeah.
Ah,
God
save
damn
it.
it, laptop.
Save it.
Even the laptop
wow.
says today.
Yeah.
Right,
So we should probably wrap up.
Wow,
We've
there we
nearly,
go.
Yeah.
we've
Wow.
nearly hit an hour.
Yeah.
But
I
we
think,
had fun.
we've done a lot of talking.
Yeah, thanks for listening to the podcast. If you enjoy the longer ones or the short ones, do let us know, and we will adjust accordingly.
Any more topics we should
Any more topics
discuss,
we should
or not just whatever the fuck comes off the top of our head?
Twitter!
I quite.
Yeah.
Also,
Twitter.
also,
Twitter us.
contact us on Twitter. Leave a comment. If you're on iTunes, then it's probably best to link us on Twitter. Everything will be in the description.
I got
of
Tumblr.
whatever
Darren
you're
has
watching.
Tumblr.
Yeah, all our information will be below.
Fucking terrible.
Your arms are in the air, Darren. He's gonna fly. He's Jesus, man.
So yeah, thanks for listening. Do let us know if you like these because we really enjoy making.
Another thing is to send in questions for it.
And fan fiction.
and fanfiction.
And creepypasta for James. I
Especially
love some
fanfiction.
creepypasta.
So much fanfiction. Oh my
Creepypasta,
god,
great.
I was fast. So, okay. See you guys next time.
Bye.
I'm not saying but.
Testicles.
I wanted you to say testicles.
Testicles.
There we go.